right, so deck profile number 2 for the new Mage War 1.1 demo decks. We are going to start here with the Delver deck over here on the right. And Delver is a 27 card deck. Its alignment is chaotic neutral. Let's get started. So, Delver, we've got the first card here, Tidal Shift, just our basic cycle. And eventually, you know, I will put out a deck profile where we do interesting with the cycle. Actually, I did start making an adaptation of kind of a Kuldothalus Pauper Boros deck that had a lot of op activation, and actually in that deck, cycle did do something interesting where it was on an ally. But yeah, I'm pretty sure for all these decks, there's just the basic cycle aura. But it's still good. It's still good. But then we have one Coral Sanctuary, 3-cost aura, and there's a lot going on here, so let's go through this. We already went through Arch in the Underworld Market deck, but just to refresh, this can come into play untapped if you've taken damage this turn. And then the other new special ability there, Vital. So cards that target this card cost 1 additional MP to play, and abilities in play that cost MP to activate cost 1 additional MP to activate when they target this card. Please note that is symmetrical, but yeah, very good there. And then as we see, we've got a new primary ability on there, and that is Growth. So Growth says, when this card is in play and tapped for MP, it produces a number of MP equal to the number of auras you have in play with this ability. So if just this is in play, then it'll just tap for 1, but we've got 2 more of those here, so we will, yeah, okay, nice. So we'll see those in just a second here. So Coral Sanctuary, and of course there's the World Revive on that, which is nice. Next up we have Fortress Arisen. This is our second growth. This just has Arch, but it's got World Research, and it's another 3-cost. And then the last growth here, we have Deep Sea Temple. Just a 1-cost, but it's got both growth and Arch. And then we've got Timeless Recall. How many of those do we have? Just one. Okay. Just one Timeless Recall. It's an Arch Revive. And then we've got Deep Dive, 2-cost, Foresight Greed 1. This is a really nice little just kind of 1-card strategy there. With so you activate Foresight first, and then you choose which top card to put, and then you can just draw that card. So you activate Foresight first, then the Greed, in that order to get that benefit. And yeah, that's how you do that. So there's 1 of those. Nope, 2 of those. Yep, 2 of those. 2 Deep Dives. 3 Disbelief. Another kind of fun, although you don't have to op activate this along with this. You can DC activate it if you want later, but it is good when you op activate both. So target player discards a card and then you draw a card. So that's nice. And there are 3 of those. And then we have 2 Harsh Lessons here, just a basic redirect aura. Very underrated ability, but very good in this deck. And I would like to see more redirect in other deck profiles that I do. I try to include whenever I can, but sometimes in like a control strategy, for some reason it doesn't always slot in, but this one it did, and it was really nice. So glad that I have redirect in here. And then I have 3 basic counters called Lost in a Frost. 3 of those. All right, getting to the allies here. You'll start seeing names you recognize. Stutter Sprite, 3-cost 2/1 with Infiltrate and Op Activated Death. 2 of those. 2 Stutter Sprites. And then we have 1 Hours Ninja, a 2-cost 2/2 with DA Greed and World Expel. And then 1 Scribe Ninja, 2-cost 2/2 with also DA Greed, but this one has World Foresight. And then we have, let's see here, 2 Deep Rung Delvers, 1-cost 2/1 with DA Research and World Shroud. Shroud being pay 2 to give target ally +1/+1 and infiltrate. So it's like a buff spell that also gives infiltrate. It's nice. And there's 2 of those. And then we have 1 Secret Delver, and I'm really sorry the name here is so sloppy. This is actually from a previous take, and I realized that I actually forgot to include this card in, and then in the middle of the take, I just wrote out the card because I had, blanks here, and just got out my Sharpie, and that was really quick. So, but yeah, here we go. Secret Delver, 1 cost, 2/1 with just World Shroud. So that's how it differs from Deep Rung Delver there. So we have also 4 Flood Elementals, 2 cost, 2/1s with just a basic Greed 1, which is a secondary ability, of course. 4 of those. And of course we can have 4 because secondary abilities are not limited in any way. Wait, did I have 2 Secret Delvers in there? Did this just get stuck to another card for all that time? Am I just discovering this? Oh my gosh, that's so hilarious. Okay. Somehow, in all of the testing, I did so many takes of this. I never noticed that this was just stuck to the back of another card. Okay, so there's the much better Secret Delver that I apparently didn't forget. I don't know where this came from. I feel like somebody's playing a prank on me, but I don't know who could be doing that. Herald of the Flood, 1 cost, 2/1, just with Breach and DA Doom. Nothing special here, not too much of a combo. It's just kind of something nasty if you've gotten some of your allies discarded. Then you can have this out, and if even one of those damages gets through from the Breach, then all of a sudden Doom activates, and that's no fun for anybody. So even, we've also, of course, got the Shroud here, so maybe you can give that Shroud and do even more damage. And so that is all. There's only supposed to be 1 Secret Delver. The full deck list is in the description below. Thanks for sticking with me. Sorry for the shenanigans, but something's weird about that deck. So next we're going over to Ancient Bogles. We'll do that next. And I think that's it. I'm going to film that right now. See ya.